What if Zira's story is far deeper than we ever imagined? What if her obsession with Scar wasn't just loyalty, but a continuation of a much older conflict? And what if she wasn't just another rogue lioness, but the last remnant of a forgotten bloodline? Today, we explore one of the most fascinating possibilities in the Lion King universe. Could Kiros, the ruthless white Lion King, be Zira's father? And could Zira herself have been a white lioness in the live-action universe? Let's uncover the truth. Kiros was a powerful white lion who once ruled over a pride of outcasts known as the Outsiders. Unlike Scar, who manipulated from the shadows, Kiros led with sheer force, his ultimate goal being dominance over every pride in the Valley of Kings. But his fate took a dark turn when his son, Shaju, was killed by a young lion named Mufasa. Fueled by vengeance, Kiros waged war on Mufasa's pride, relentlessly hunting both him and his adoptive brother, Taka. In a shocking twist, Taka, feeling overshadowed by his brother, betrayed Mufasa and sided with Kiros, guiding the Outsiders to Milele, a mythical paradise. But when Kiros attempted to kill Mufasa, Taka had a change of heart. In the climactic battle, Mufasa ultimately defeated Kiros, trapping him under a collapsing rock formation. Kiros' legacy didn't end with his death. His pride, scattered but not eradicated, carried his ideology forward. Could Zira have been among them? The Story of Zira. Zira is infamous as the fanatical leader of the Outsiders, the mother of Kovu, Nuka, and Vitani. After Scar's reign ended, she refused to accept Simba's rule, training Kovu as Scar's successor in a desperate bid to reclaim power. But her unyielding devotion to Scar raises an interesting question. Why was she so obsessed? Scar had other loyal followers, yet none matched Zira's sheer fanaticism. What if her obsession wasn't just about Scar, but about avenging a much older grudge? What if she wasn't merely Scar's follower, but the daughter of a fallen king, one who had once waged war against Mufasa? The theory: is Kiros Zira's father? Kiros was an adult during Mufasa and Taka's youth. Given that Zira appears to be of similar age to Scar, the timeline supports the possibility of Kiros being her father. If she was born shortly before his downfall, she would have grown up knowing only exile and conflict. Not all of Kiros' pride perished after his defeat. Some, like Zira, could have survived, waiting for the right moment to reclaim power. If she grew up with the remnants of Kiros' followers, it would explain her outsider status and her deep hatred for Simba's lineage. Kiros, Scar, and Zira all share a distinct habit: scratching trees. This unique behavior suggests either a genetic trait or a learned practice passed down within the same ideological lineage. If Zira was raised in Kiros' pride, she could have adopted this behavior naturally. Taka allied with Kiros to bring down Mufasa. During this time, he could have encountered Zira as a young lioness, leading to a connection that later grew into admiration, or something more. While Scar ultimately betrayed Kiros, Zira's loyalty might have been driven by a mix of admiration for Scar's cunning and the shared enemy of Mufasa's bloodline. Countering the opposition, some argue that the Outsiders were former members of Mufasa's pride who supported Scar and were later exiled by Simba. However, if Zira were tied to Kiros, this narrative actually strengthens Simba's pride's themes rather than contradicting them. If Zira was raised in a pride that had always been outcasts, her refusal to reconcile with Simba makes even more sense. The other Outsiders might have been willing to let go of the past, but for Zira, this wasn't just about Scar. It was about a lifelong rejection that predated him. This would make her final downfall even more tragic, as she was clinging to a battle that no one else wanted to fight anymore. Another argument is that Kiros doesn't exist in the original canon, and that Zira isn't in the 2019 live-action film. But this theory isn't about strict canon. It's about an expanded universe possibility that aligns thematically with what we already know. The Lion King has always embraced a mythological depth, and Kiros adds another layer to that history. Conclusion. While we may never get official confirmation, the evidence builds a strong case. Kiros' reign, the theme of outcast white lions, and the timeline all align with the possibility that Zira was his daughter. If true, it would mean her devotion to Scar wasn't just about ideology, it was personal. And in the live-action universe, it could even mean she was a white lioness herself, further reinforcing her outsider status. What do you think? Could Kiros be Zira's father? And could Zira have been a white lioness in the new movie? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Lion King theories.